Alright, kind of a shorter one tonight, I think. I have important things tomorrow that I want to be well rested for. So, I will talk about something I briefly spoke about in a comment on David Hewlett's channel. David Hewlett has been doing some stuff with YouTube. You might remember him as McKay from Stargate Atlantis, which he was awesome in. I love that character and I love that show. But he was talking about what sort of role you see yourself being as opposed to the roles you wanted to be when you were growing up, as far as science fiction and fantasy. The science fiction and fantasy have a range of roles, a range of character models for you to, try for. You could be Indiana Jones or a Jedi or, what kind of character do you want to be? And I, of late, have realized that the character that I have become is different than the character I wanted to be. I wanted to be, the dashing action hero when I was a kid. I wanted to be cool and interesting. And, edgy and dangerous. I did a lot of stupid things when I was a kid. Ultimately, being the action hero in a sort of real world setting is stupid. Or at the very least, ill-advised. We are conditioned to think that to be heroes, we have to be action heroes. We have to fight. In America, for decades, almost a century really, we've been having films that showed us that our heroes were hard-punching, gun-toting guys. Usually white guys, to be fair. And their resolution to dealing with bad guys was to shoot them. And in games, that can be kind of fun. Not gonna lie. I like a good action game. The real world is more complicated. My mom was a paramedic and a firefighter when I was growing up. She did that for about 15 years. And it tore her body up. People are not really intended to have long lives as action heroes. So as I get older, I begin to realize that the role I am comfortable with is the support guy. I don't have to be the action hero. I can be Bobby from Supernatural. I can be Dr. McCoy, ironically, or Scotty. I can be the guy who makes it so that the action heroes get what they need to be the action heroes if they want to be. I can be the guy who tells you maybe you shouldn't go shoot up the bad place. And that has not only in my day-to-day life realized that I prefer to be to step back and let others take the lead and me be the guy who helps them do whatever they need to do, but also it's gotten into my gaming sense as well, partly because I do a lot of LARPing, and as I get older I'm less physically capable to be the action hero. I don't mind being the guy who's the support guy, who makes it so the younger, faster guys, the people in better shape who are better fighters, can get in there and be their action hero selves. I can make it easier for them. And I take that on in gaming, but I also, gaming and life, I guess, do have some crossover in some regards, and I think that's one of mine. I think that the world might be a better place if not everybody was trying to be the action hero. I think it would be a better place if people often took a step back and said, how do I be the better support guy? How do I make this work out? How do I comfort? How do I build? How do I talk and learn? And that's hard. It's a hard thing to learn how to say. It's a hard thing to live by. It's definitely not how humans have operated for a long time. We rail against things. Anger can be productive. It can also be destructive. Anytime you let an emotion lead action, you run in danger of causing more harm than good. You always have to pair it with some intellect, or you will, become a problem rather than a solution. A lot of people talking lately with recent events about how do we keep bad things from happening. I don't know there is an answer to that question. There are people who want simple solutions. They want simple answers. They want, well, so-and-so was this, therefore this. If we make that go away, we won't have this anymore. Which doesn't work. Life is far more complicated than simple answers. But I think at least one step might be, maybe we start making the support hero interesting. That the support hero is something to aspire to, that you shouldn't always want to be the knight, the cowboy, the gangster. That maybe you need to aspire to be the doctor, the engineer. I don't know. I think maybe we might want to reflect that in our games. And I think we might want to reflect that in our lives, in our media, in our stories. I don't know how you would accomplish that. We have thousands of years of human tradition telling stories of dashing heroes and heroines. And it would be kind of hard to overcome that completely. Action movies sell because everybody wants to see them. So, I don't know. But that thought process has been bouncing around in my head tonight. Anyway, perhaps I will have something a little less philosophical tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day, so wish me luck. I could use some luck tomorrow. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.